Hi. So let's solve today's problem. Longest palindromic subsequence. So if you don't know, this is again a slight variation of LCS, longest common subsequence, except for the fact that here we have been asked to calculate the palindromic subsequence instead of the common. So what we have to find is the longest palindromic subsequence, which means that if suppose we have been given this test case, BBA BC, BC, AB. So this is the input string we have been given. So for the palindromic subsequence, first we have to calculate the palindrome. All right. So let's assume the palindrome, and uh, it is like this: BAC, BC, BA double B. So if you ignore this palindrome, you can simply see that the longest common palindrome we can get from the string S is nothing but this BABC and BAB. So what I'm trying to say is BABC, B, and we ignore this C and AB. Right. So this is the longest palindromic subsequence of the string S. So what I'm going to do is simply solve this problem using the LCS. But when, if you remember, while solving LCS, we were taking two strings. One is suppose S and other one was T. So in place of T, we'll be using the reverse of this S. Okay, because we have been asked to calculate the palindrome. So if you don't know what LCS is, you must go through that problem first because it is slight variation of LCS. All right. So now let's solve this problem. So I will be calling both an LPS function with parameters a comma b comma n minus minus. So what is d? D is nothing but reverse of string a. B dot begin comma b dot end. Okay, so I've calculated the length and all the LPS. Now let's write the LPS function. So let's take I and j. So in case my I goes less than 0 or j goes less than 0, which means the length of the string has been gone out of bound. So return 0 simply. And if the first character gets matched, not the first character, if the ith character, so a of I is equal to b of j, then what to do? Then simply return 1 plus the LCS function with I and j decremented value. And in case they don't get matched, we have three possibilities as we did in LCS equal to return the maximum of whatever the length they have been calculated. These three variables, a comma max of b comma. Right. So I think this should do. Let's run. Okay, now let's optimize it since it has the exponential time complexity. So let's use memoization. For that, I'm simply going to declare my 2D vector of size n. We're going to pass it. Now let's take these terms by reference, otherwise we might get TLE. Now after the base case, let's check if the answer exists. So if output of I comma j is not equal to -1. So here it should be -1, right? Okay. So if answer already exists, then we simply return that answer. It has been stored at this place. And before returning our answer, if answer does not exist, we just simply save the answer in this particular I comma jth index. Similarly here. And now let's pass the output as the parameter. Okay. So now let's check if our code works. Okay, let's submit. All right. Thank you.